Hello everyone, welcome to our IELTS reading lesson. Today we will study IELTS 17 Test 4 Passage 1, Bats to the Rescue. This passage has 13 questions. The first 6 are true-false not given, and the last 7 are table completion. The true-false not given questions are divided into synonym replacement and logic comparison. All table completion questions are keyword location. Knowing the categories helps us find answers faster. For synonym questions, look for similar words. For logic questions, look for contradictions. The article has 12 paragraphs. It is a scientific exposition about how bats in Madagascar help protect the rainforest. From passage 1 to 3, introduction to the background and the importance of bats. From passage 4 to 5, how bats help farmers control pests. From passage 6 to 9, research methods and findings. Questions 1 to 6, true-false not given, mainly correspond to passages 1 to 5. Questions 7 to 13, table completion, mainly correspond to passages 6 to 12. Let's look at question 1. The statement says, many Madagascar forests are being destroyed by attacks from insects. Key clue words, forests are being destroyed by insects. Locate paragraph 1. The scanning landmark word is, insect pests are destroying. The original text says, insect pests are destroying vast quantities of what is grown, leading them to clear forest. There is an object swap. The question says insects directly destroy forests, but the text says insects destroy crops, causing farmers to clear forests. So the answer to question 1 is false. Let's look at question 2. Loss of habitat has badly affected insectivorous bats in Madagascar. Key clue words, badly affected and insectivorous bats. Locate to the end of paragraph 1. The scanning landmark word is currently thriving. The original text says, some of the island's insectivorous bats are currently thriving. The statement says badly affected, but the text says currently thriving. These two phrases have opposite meanings. This is a clear example of antonym replacement. So the answer to question 2 is false. Let's look at question 3. Ricardo Rocha has carried out studies of bats in different parts of the world. Pause and decide true, false, or not given. Key clue in the question, studies of bats in different parts of the world. Locate paragraph 2. Scanning landmark in the text, Rocha's new study. The original text says, Rocha's new study shows that several species of bats are giving Madagascar's rice farmers a vital pest control service. The text only mentions a study in Madagascar, not in different parts of the world. The question adds different parts of the world without evidence. But the text also does not say only in Madagascar, so it is not false. It is not given. So the answer to question 3 is not given. Let's look at question 4. The statement says that habitat modification has made indigenous bats in Madagascar useful to farmers. The key clue words are useful to farmers and habitat modification. Locate to paragraph 4. The scanning landmark words are habitat modification and rice fields. The original text says, indigenous bats are taking advantage of habitat modification to hunt insects above rice fields. This is a synonym replacement, useful to farmers in the statement matches hunt insects above rice fields in the text, as hunting pests benefits farmers. So the answer to question 4 is true. Let's look at question 5. The Malagasy mouse-eared bat is more common than other indigenous bat species in Madagascar. Key clue words, more common than and other indigenous bat species. Locate to paragraph 4. Scanning landmark, they include the Malagasy mouse-eared bat. The original text says, they include the Malagasy mouse-eared bat, Major's long-fingered bat. The statement says more common, but the text only lists several bat species. It does not compare their numbers or how common they are. This is a typical making something out of nothing, the text gives no comparison. So the answer to question 5 is not given. Let's look at question 6. Bats may feed on paddy swarming caterpillars and grass webworms. Clue words, feed on, paddy swarming caterpillar, grass webworm. Locate paragraph 5 and look for these pest names. The original text says, 6 species of bat are preying on rice pests, including the paddy swarming caterpillar and grass webworm. The statement says bats may feed on these pests. The text says bats are preying on these pests. They mean the same thing. This is a synonym replacement. So the answer to question 6 is true. Next is the note completion for Q7-13. One-word limit, mostly extracted directly from the text. Let's look at question 7. The question says they used DNA barcoding to analyze what from bats. The clue words are DNA barcoding and analyze. The blank comes after analyze, so the answer is what was analyzed. Let's go to paragraph 7. We see they next used DNA barcoding techniques to analyze. And the answer follows. The original text directly says analyze droppings. This word is directly given in the text, no replacement needed. So the answer to question 7 is droppings. Let's look at question 8. Bats also eat pests of other crops, including the black twig borer. What plant does this pest infest? The blank comes after infests and before plants, so the answer should be a type of plant. Go to paragraph 8. Find the words black twig borer and infests. The text says the black twig borer, which infests coffee plants. So the answer is coffee. This word is directly given in the original text. So the answer to question 8 is coffee. Let's look at question 9. Bats eat mosquitoes, and mosquitoes carry diseases. The blank is after also on, meaning bats also eat mosquitoes. Go to paragraph 10. Find the noun after also on. The text says also on mosquitoes. The word mosquitoes is directly given. So the answer to question 9 is mosquitoes. Let's look at question 10. The statement says that when food is scarce, bats become an important source of protein for local people. The blank is after crucial source of and before for local people, so it should be a noun. Let's go to paragraph 11. At the beginning, it says when food is scarce, bats become a crucial source of protein for local people. The original text directly gives the word protein. This word is directly given in the text, so no replacement is needed. So the answer to question 10 is protein. Let's look at question 11. Bats roost in buildings but are not welcomed because they make them what? The blank is after make them, so we need an adjective. Go to paragraph 11 and find the phrase make them. The text says make them unclean. Unclean is directly given in the original text, no replacement needed. So the answer to question 11 is unclean. Let's look at question 12. Bats are very significant in the local culture. Please pause the video and find the blank in your notes. The blank is after in the and before of the people, so we need a noun here. Find paragraph 11. Look for the signal phrase at the same time, however. The original text says very significant in the culture of the people. The answer word culture is directly given in the text. So the answer to question 12 is culture. Let's look at question 13. The article suggests farmers install bat houses to support the bat population. The word before the blank is bat, so the answer must be a noun, and it should be plural. Let's go to paragraph 11. In Rocha's words, we find bat houses. The original text directly gives bat houses. This word is directly given in the original text, no replacement needed. So the answer to question 13 is houses. Now we move to the summary part. Let's review 3 key traps in true-false not given questions. Trick 1, opposite meaning. The statement in the question is the direct opposite of the text. For example, question 1 says bats are not useful to farmers. But the text says they eat pests and are very useful to farmers. Trick 2, wrong subject. The question talks about a different thing than the text. For example, question 2 says bats eat mosquitoes. But the text says they eat rice field pests, not mosquitoes. Trick 3, not mentioned. The information in the question is not in the text at all. For example, question 3 says bats only eat pests. But the text does not say they only eat pests, so it is not given. Remember, be careful with absolute words like only or always. If the text does not support it, choose not given. Now let's summarize the important vocabulary from this passage. Question 4. Useful to farmers matches hunt insects swarming above the country's rice fields. Question 6. Feed on caterpillars and grass webworms matches preying on rice pests, including the paddy swarming caterpillar and grass webworm. Completion key terms: droppings, coffee, mosquitoes, protein, unclean, culture, houses. That is all for Test 2 Passage 1. I hope it was helpful. See you next time.